It's been a while, and I just wanted to film this video because I wanted to update on where I'd be committing and the widely requested stats and ECs that you guys have all been waiting for. So let's get right to it. First of all, before I share where I committed, I wanted to go through like the stats and ECs that you guys requested. So as a quick disclaimer, again, you could have the same stats, the same ECs, the same awards, and you could still achieve different college results. So don't take this as end all be all. You need my stats in order to get into all these Ivies and all these good schools. But again, it's kind of a lottery system, so don't think that this is what you need to achieve, and don't fall into that pit hole of, oh, I need these extracurriculars, these stats in order to get into my dream school. Because I once fell into that pit hole too, and it's not really that fun because you're just gonna start comparing yourself against other people and you're gonna get in the wrong mindset. So totally don't recommend that. Use this more as maybe informational guide, and for all of you stressed out juniors who are applying the next application cycle, maybe this can be a little bit relieving. So yeah, first of all, some important context about me. Oh, by the way, if I'm looking over here, it's because I have like kind of a blueprint of what I wanted to say about my stats and stuff in there. So I come from a large public high school. I'm first out of like 470 in my class, so I'm valedictorian. I had a 4.722 out of 5.0 weighted GPA at the time of applying, and a 4.0 unweighted GPA. And the classes I took, they'll be listed either like here or here. Freshman year, we don't have APs offered freshman year, so I took all that I could, like the maximum course rigor that I could. I took all honors classes, so like honors biology, honors algebra 2. Oh, I also took summer geometry before my freshman year. So I jumped straight into algebra 2 my freshman year. So honors bio, honors algebra 2, honors English 1, honors world history, and honors Spanish 1. And those were the 5 core classes I took, and I also took like the elective classes that we're forced to take, like ceramics and health and wellness and PE, and I got all A's in those classes. And Spanish 1 is important to note because my teacher actually recommended me to jump from Spanish 1 all the way to Spanish 3 my sophomore year. So sophomore year is where you can start to take AP classes, and I took 3 AP classes my sophomore year. I did AP Bio, AP US History, and AP Pre-Calculus as my 3 APs, and I also took alongside that Honors Chemistry, Honors English 2, and Honors Spanish 3. And then I also took like the elective classes that I had to take, like health and PE. So that was a pretty difficult transitioning year for me because I was taking two science classes, Honors Chemistry and AP Biology, and just taking AP classes for the first time was kind of stressful for me. But it ended up being fine. I scored 5s on all 3 of those AP exams, and I ended up with all A's again that year. So entering my junior year, I took 5 AP classes. I did AP Calculus BC, AP Chemistry, AP Government, AP Environmental Science, and I'm blanking on the last one. Oh, AP Lang. Okay, yeah. So those are my 5 core classes in all APs. And I did honors Spanish 4 honors Spanish 4. So I completed Spanish my junior year. And I think I took AP Enhancement, which is kind of like our version of a study block to supplement whatever my 7th block was, because we run on a 7-block schedule. So yeah, it'll make more sense when you see like my transcript. Hopefully it should have been already put up. And then my senior year, or this year, I took 6 APs, but technically 5 in school. So I did AP Physics 1, AP Lit, AP Microeconomics, AP Psychology, and why is it taking me so long to remember? Oh, AP Statistics. Okay, AP Statistics. And those were the 5s that I took in classes with the actual teacher in my school, and then I took AP Physics C Mechanics as a self-study, which was a really interesting challenge for me senior year, especially considering how difficult senior year normally is. So yeah, and how stressful it was. And I took those 6, and I'm still waiting on the results. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I got all 5s on my junior year APs, so it'll be listed when I edit the video, but yeah. So I got 8 5s, all A's in all those classes, and that's kind of that's roughly basically what I took throughout my high school career. And I think my stats were really instrumental in me getting accepted to these schools because I maximized my course rigor, and I also excelled in most of those classes. And I feel like I challenged myself beyond what is expected at my school. So yeah, that definitely really contributed to me being like a successful applicant. Okay, actually, before we jump into the ECs, I wanted to talk a little bit about the awards section. So I'm just gonna be like looking at my comment app, but basically I listed, oh, by the way, my awards were not the strongest awards. So don't be intimidated by national this, national that, ISEF winner. I didn't have anything like that. I still was able to get into these prestigious schools. So awards should be like the least of your worries. And yeah, so I listed that I was a Gates Scholarship semi-finalist for my first honor. If you don't know what that is, it's basically like a full ride scholarship. I unfortunately didn't end up getting it in the end, but I was pretty proud of the fact that I was selected as a semi-finalist. It's something like 5,000 semi-finalists out of like 100,000 people who apply. And my second award was the Rensselaer Medal, and that's basically given to like the top STEM student in our junior year of high school. So it's basically a school award, but I was pretty proud of it because again, it showed like how I'm excelling within the context of my community. And then my third honor was the Science SOAR Award, which is like Science Student Outstanding Achievement Recognition Award. And I was basically recognized for science achievement, and my science department head noted that like I was the first to achieve 5s on 8+ AP exams ever in like his 40 years or 30 years of being the science department head. So yeah, that was really cool. I also listed the science fair awards that I got. So I got science fair runner-up my senior year, and then I also got science, so like second place, and then I also got outstanding chemistry project award my junior year. And that project that I did my junior year, where I created and experimentally validated an organic skincare product, that was like the basis of my entire application, because that really kickstarted what I wanted to do with my life. That like me experimenting and creating my own product opened me to the realms of like environmental science and dermatology and medicine, and that really sparked my interest in becoming a dermatologist. So that's really cool. I think science fair is a really cool opportunity to showcase your intellectual curiosity and what you want to do with your life and like in the future. And if you have a science fair, I would really take advantage of that. Even though I didn't win like or go to national or anything like that, I think it was just a really cool experience being able to like create something myself and like go through that trial and error processing that's like really important for just learning and finding new things. So that was really cool. And my last honor, I just listed that I received national first generation recognition, which is basically just the College Board award. So yeah. For my ECs, I'm gonna go in order of what I listed in the comment app. Just list I'm gonna talk about the most important ones. So cross country, I merged my involvement in cross country, indoor and outdoor track, because I did those throughout all of high school, and I was the captain our senior year, so I was the captain of our cross country, indoor track and outdoor track teams. And I basically listed that I led 30+ runners as cross country indoor track captain, and I competed at D1 states almost every year, and I won the most improved award twice because I had like a crazy progression throughout my high school career. So that's my most involved activity. And then the second one I listed was president of Science National Honor Society. That was a really cool club. We basically talked a lot about like upcoming science issues that are affecting our communities and like the world. Like for example, the upcoming gene editing and CRISPR. And it was really cool just to organize like dialogue like that, and I felt like it really inspired people to like think about science as like a potential career path. So being able to like preside over those meetings and lead them was a really cool opportunity, and yeah, I really valued that club. And third, this is probably my favorite EC, but it's Green Team. So Green Team is kind of a club that was really dead at our school, like zero involvement, zero members. And I realized like my junior year that environmental science is something that like I'm actually somewhat passionate about, but I didn't quite know like how it could impact my community. So Green Team was just something that I was like, I brought it up to the advisor, and I was like, oh, we should start this up again. I think this is a really cool opportunity to spread like environmental awareness around our school. And that boomed. So I basically listed that like I revitalized club participation, and I also coordinated sustainable projects. Like I got a whole at the end we had like 20 plus members, but we started to do really cool environmental projects coordinating with like the city, and it really like all of the push was my senior year. So my senior year, unfortunately, because I already left now, but we were able to like coordinate with the city to do to create like we were able to coordinate with the city basically in order to do like trash cleanups around the city. On Earth Day, we brought in board members from different companies to speak about what their company does and learn about like how environmental science is applicable to the real world. So that was just a really cool experience, being able to lead that and facilitate meetings with like city council members and other important leaders. So yeah, and I also I had a lot of my friends in that club, so we were able to do that together, which was really cool. And I'd really recommend, if you're doing a club on something you're passionate about, make sure you have a nice close-knit community with you, because you'll be more inspired and more excited about the club and like pushing it to do bigger things. So yeah. And my fourth activity, I was a research intern, so I got accepted to the Broad Summer Scholars Program, and this was at the Broad Institute of MIT and Harvard. And this is like a cohort of like 18 students, Massachusetts, they have to be like Massachusetts residents, and like it's really competitive. It had like around like a 5% acceptance rate, but basically I was matched with like two mentors, and we conducted like scientific research. And I had a partner, his name's Rushi. Shout out Rushi if you're watching this. But we basically had like this assigned project where we underwent like wet lab and dry lab research and created and found our own findings and like presented those findings, and it was a really, really cool experience, and it was paid. So if you're in Massachusetts and you're a junior or sophomore, keep that program on your radar. It was an amazing experience. So those were, I was also the host / founder of like co-founder of the AP Biology Bootcamp, which this is another one of those activities that I do that's like really close to my heart. They've all impacted me in some way, but this bootcamp, it was just really gratifying to like teach students AP Bio, which is a subject that I'm really passionate about. And I basically talked about like how I taught 70 plus learners across like the entire world, so like over like 15 countries, and I constructed MCQ and FRQ sets and hosted 2-hour weekly classes. And I was a co-founder, a co-host, so I was with this girl, her name is Ria, and we both like hosted the meetings, and it was just really cool to like teach all the learners and see their confidence levels grow. But I just loved AP Bio, so that was a really good experience. Just do something that you're passionate about and find a way to impact other people through it. I was also the vice president of our National Honor Society, and through this, like I led like the local flag replacement, kept track of tutoring records, and I was also recognized for top community service. So that is also like one of those standard clubs that it's just cool to have involvement in. So yeah, I have a couple of more activities, like being a youth cross country and track assistant coach, that I also listed, and like what I did in those. But those were my main 5, I would say. Those are the ones that I really impacted me and I wrote a lot about in my essays. And I would just say to not try to put yourself in too many different bubbles. Try to have strong involvement in like a couple of clubs. Don't try to spread your eggs in too many baskets. Like, you want to make sure that not only are you doing the things that you love and the things that you're genuinely passionate about, like I love running, I love science, and I love environmental science and all this stuff, but you also want to make sure that you are managing your own like workload and stress load. Like, you want to be doing these clubs because you genuinely like them, and also you don't want them to drain you physically to the point where you can't be focused on your academic work. Like, I was able to have a lot of fun doing sports all throughout high school, while at the same time engaging in extracurricular activities and also doing amazing in my classes. So make sure you're able to do that. I think that's really important. But yeah, that's all for my extracurriculars, or mostly my extracurriculars. And now on to where I committed. If you have any more questions about like anything that I did in my applications, or you want to see my essays, which essays, I think those played probably the biggest role in my application success. I received one letter that I received from Brown. I'll probably have a picture of it here. But my admissions officer really loved one unique essay I wrote about walking to Dunkin's with my little brother. And that just goes to show that you can really write about anything. And as long as you're showcasing yourself, that's really what matters to them most. And I just feel like I have a strong personality, I have a lot to offer, so I just wanted to put that through my essays. And if you want to see my essays for inspiration, just let me know in the comments. So yeah, on to where I committed. It was obviously an extremely tough decision. I visited Yale, I visited Princeton, I visited Harvard, I visited MIT. Those were like my top 4. Sorry, Brown, UPenn, Duke, Johns Hopkins, and all the other schools. I love all of you, but I was able to narrow it down to those 4 because of like the financial aid, and also because of the opportunity for me as an aspiring pre-med and like molecular biology major. And ultimately, after visiting them and going to the admitted students days, which I totally recommend doing, I had a lot of fun doing them. But after visiting, I decided that I'll be attending Harvard University. Hey, yep, this is my grad cap. Super proud of it. It took me forever to make, but yeah, I'm so excited to attend Harvard. So that's gonna be where I'm going in the fall. Let me know if you'd like to see any more content related towards like my college, maybe summer vlogs. I'm doing a Harvard internship this summer, so if you want to see what I do during that internship, or maybe my essays, let me know. I really like making this content and it's really fun. So if there's anything you'd like to see, just let me know and I'll be sure to make another video. So yeah, that's all for now.